I had never been to this campground. We've been to this area of Tennessee many times. We love going to Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. I know, super touristy, but we love it. So we come back, but we love being out here in nature. And I've always wanted to stay at this campground, but I had lots of questions that the internet, the website, other YouTube videos just weren't answering. So I'm going to talk a little bit about those things. So number one, location. So you're only about an hour away from either Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg. So if you don't want to pay the prices of staying in hotels and RV parks, primitive camping out here is a great option. It's $25 a night. At least that's how much it is right now. Now, another thing about primitive camping here, something you want to know is there is no cell reception whatsoever. So whatever you got, Verizon, T-Mobile, I don't know what you have, but there's no reception at all. There's no Wi-Fi that you can use at the front. So that's something you need to take note. Now, if you need to get on your phone, like me and my wife, we work on our laptops and on our phones and things like that. Townsend is very close. It's about an 18-minute drive. So you come out of the campground, you make a right, and it's 18 minutes away. So it's not a big deal at all to get out and get cell service. For those of you who are working, that's something that we had to do. Cell service is only 18 minutes away. Something else that you need to know is there's no electricity, no running water here. If you're into that, me and my kids, we're into that. We love primitive camping. Now, if you look at our setup, it's like kind of glamping, right? But there's no electricity here. I do know that the bathroom has an electrical outlet, and also the handicap accessible, I believe, has an electrical outlet. I think just like a 5 amp, just for like your medical equipment, oxygen, things like that. But there's no electricity readily available at all. So what are you going to need to do? Me, I have some lithium batteries and things like that, and I have like a battery box and different ways to charge stuff because I do need a fan, even though it's shady. I like sleeping with air circulation on my tent. So when I say glamping, that's what I mean. I do have a fan in our tent. So yeah. Also, you should know you're only supposed to have one tent on the campground, on your pad. So there's a 15 by 15 pad here. I did ask the park rangers. I normally, one code I normally have is don't ask, just do and ask forgiveness. But it was gonna be too much a pain to like set up tarps and stuff and just be told to take them down. They do allow you to set up tarps. So as you can see behind me, we have our tent right here, but we also have a tarp that is tied with lines because your tents and everything, they have rain flies. But if it really does start downpouring, I've been in some nasty downpours with tents, and those rain flies sometimes give out no matter how good they are. So just having a tent that's not just draped over your tent, or having a tarp that's not just draped over your tent, is awesome. So it doesn't sweat on your tent. Anyways, we can talk more about that. If you have questions, let me know. But not all campgrounds let you do this, but they do let you utilize the trees to hang up hammocks, to hang up tarps. And one simple thing you can do, even though it's shady here, just to offer protection if it rains, is get yourself a 10 by 10 or a 12 by 12. So you can just have kind of like a kitchen. Another thing you want to know is there are bears and wildlife out here. So this campground is very serious about it, and they will write you tickets if you are leaving food unattended. Like if you're just not around your campsite and you've got all your food out and all of those things out, they say they'll write you a ticket. I don't know if they will or not. I mean, I don't know I don't know, but they say so. Abide by that rule if you don't want the hassle. At night, they ask you to put your water bottles and all of your, we have a hand washing station right there in that green little tote right there. So they ask that you put those in your vehicle, and you put all your snacks and scents and scented candles and soaps and all those things, put them in your car. I've seen bears demolish the insides of cars before, here actually in Tennessee, but they say it's safer in your car than it is out here. So normally I would just like put the food away, but they don't even want it like in totes. They want that stuff in your car at all times. Okay. Another thing you need to know, if you plan on cooking here, right? You want to cook over the fire. I mean, that's a great option. They do have these fire pits at every campsite, and they do have a grill grate. I'll tell you, I have my own that I lay over across this fire pit right here, and I cook on cast iron. So that's a great option. So having like a cast iron skillet, which brings me to another point. They do not let you just bring any wood in the park. You know, of course, they don't want cross-contamination, different bugs and things like that don't belong in Tennessee Smoky Mountain National Park. So you have to use wood that is approved, which let me tell you this, they charge $10 a bundle, and these bundles are sad bundles. There's like 6 or 7 pieces, and they're tiny. Before you get here, and they do let you collect sticks, which is fine, but if you're trying to cook, you're probably going to want some real firewood. Now, in the park, $10 a bundle is a not that impressive bundle of firewood. They do have an honor system, so if you need firewood in the middle of the night, you can go get it, put your money in the box, or pay in the morning with the card. But I got these right here. These are much bigger, much better, burn longer, and you can get that at the Shell gas station right down the street in Townsend, and that's $6 a bundle. So you're saving $4 for a lot more wood that burns longer. So don't buy the wood here at the national or this campground here. Get your wood at the Shell gas station. Okay, what else? Okay, showers. They don't have showers here. So if you can see right over there, do you guys see that bag right there? Okay, that is a portable shower. All right, that's a portable shower. Now the water here is cold. Like the water coming out of the faucet's cold. But if you put water in these outdoor showers, like, you know, like in the morning, it warms up. So there's like a black side to the pouch, and it just reflects or whatever, soaks in the sun and just makes it warmer. Now I do have some hacks. Oh, that's crazy. I do have some hacks for showers. I mean, you can just use a water bottle, you know, lather up shower, and then take your little shower over that slow drip. That's 5 gallons. Walmart has those for like $15. They're cheap, whatever. They won't last forever, so just know that. Okay, so what can you do around here? So there are definitely some trails you can hike around here. You can go to, I think it's Abram Falls. Yeah, that's pretty close. You are literally a 30-second drive from the Cove's big loop. You know that big loop that's like 9-mile scenic route? You're right there. Right by Townsend, which is like 13 minutes away. There's that place that you can swim. It's like MYE. Just Google MYE swimming place Townsend. I don't really know how you say it, but it's a great place where you can swim. There's a river there. There's a little beachy, I guess you can say beachy kind of area, but a lot of people swim there. Just Google it. Again, you're not going to have service here, so Google it on your way. Like while you're in Townsend, just Google swimming hole near me and it will pop up. It's got great reviews. Just be careful. The moving water can be kind of swift, so don't go in the middle. You know, if you're not comfortable, kind of stay on the edges, and there's great places. I mean, I have 4 kids. I have an almost 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, a almost 3-year-old. Tomorrow he'll be 3, and I have a newborn baby girl, and my 3 boys who are young had a blast. So there's that. Plenty of things to do around here, and like I said, you're not too far from Pigeon Forge, and you're not too far from Gatlinburg. Just to give you an idea how close you are, if you drive 18 minutes to get to Townsend, where the KOA is and the breakfast place is, which there's a great breakfast place, I think it's called Riverstone. That's a great place to get breakfast. I don't know about their lunch and dinner, but their breakfast was amazing. If you're like already like right there, if you're familiar with the Apple Barn, that's only 32 minutes away. So you're really not like that far from everything. So $25 a night if you have camping gear. I mean, this is a pretty solid option. Just remember, it's primitive, so plan for that. Other than that, I'm gonna walk around my campsite and just show you some things that I have, and maybe that will spark your interest or give you an idea of what you might want to bring. So we got a fire pit. Okay, again, I was telling you I have my grate right here that I lay over my fire pit. They have one here, but I cook with some pretty big cast irons, so that's that. I do have my 12x12. I have my tent with tarp, you know, make sure you angle it down so water can actually get off. Have a clothesline for drying. Have a hammock. Now here's something. I have this just to get my charcoal going, because like I said, I cook over that. I have a bucket for my kids to collect sticks. I brought a table. This is kind of my kitchen area where I prepare my food. Fire extinguisher, lanterns. These are amazing for campers, for camping. Your butane torch. I always keep this, a bin full of tent pegs. My son makes these fire starters. He just takes the lint from the, dryer. And these things burn a while and get your fire going. Propane stove, that's just backup in case, whatever. Firewood. Each site comes with this awesome picnic table. Now, you can get this on Amazon. I'm gonna link this in the description below. It's $40. Wash your hands, do your dishes. It comes with this attachment. Soap. I have my kids regularly refilling these. So all we do is, I send them. They refill it at the bathhouse, which there is a place to get water over there. Just so you know, there's a place to get clean water very close to your campsite. And they get 2 gallons, and we just continue filling this 5-gallon bucket. We have this collapsible dish rack. What else? Okay, here's our shower right over there. And there's my little ladder I use to refill it. This gets thrown away every night. In the back is where I keep a lot of just my spices. So I got more propane. I use a lot of foil to cook, and you want heavy duty. Plates, just all kinds of stuff. Big roll of garbage bags. More fuel. In here I have all my spices for cooking. And then of course, they want your coolers and stuff like that in the car. So it's messy in here. We're kind of living out of this too. So we got 2 coolers here with all of our food and drinks. But yeah, what more can I show you? This is our basic. I guess I can show you in the tent just so you can get an idea of what I mean by glamping. We're gonna go in here. Emergency bathroom. You gotta have one of these. This is just basic right here. So I told you I have a fan. I've got some battery boxes. This is charging my fan right now. That was a pee bottle. That's probably one of my sons. If you have sons and kids, you don't judge me. Do not judge me. You know exactly what that's about. Me and my wife sleep here on this queen size air mattress. One of my sons loves sleeping on this cot right over here. And then 2 of my kids, they also sleep right there. And right now our baby girl sleeps with us. So this tent kind of has a closet area. That's that. You really shouldn't be spending too much time in your tent. Your tent should look just like this. Just place to sleep, clothes. That's it. Get outside and see what this place has to offer. For reference, you can see how close the pads are. So, people right over here. Right? And you get a driveway, by the way. You can park 2 cars. 1, 2. Yeah, and that's that. Everyone at these parks have always been friendly. People who are camping, they're usually awesome people. Now, I will say, let me flip this around. Now, to end this video, let me kind of just talk about the different loops or different sections. So I think there's 3 sections, A, B, and C. Section A and B are tent and RV parking, but no electricity. You can use generators in A and B. Correct me if I'm wrong. Loop C, which is where we are, you can have campers and tents as well. Now, I will say, in A, B, and C, I think there are some sites that are tent only, so you need to make sure you check the website. But Loop C is a generator-free section, no generators. So I've got some batteries and things like that, and they're pretty strict on just idling your car to recharge stuff. So at least that's what they say. But Loop C is a generator-free zone. Okay, no generators. So yeah, you should definitely know that. If you need to use a generator, A and B, I believe. Definitely check the website. Just know there's 2 different sections, and make sure you're in the section that you need, because I have heard of people using generators in Loop C and being asked to knock it off. And it's usually the campers who report you because they chose C because they want peace and quiet, and because you probably can't hear it, but you want to hear the birds. You don't want to hear generators out here. So that's that. If there's anything I can do to answer any other questions, please let me know. Get you some rocker chairs. Get you some chairs. This can be done so cheap, y'all. This is so much cheaper than getting hotels in Pigeon Forge. And by the way, it's clean, it's nice, it's well kept, every site is like pristine. They really do a good job. For 25 bucks a night, they do a good job at keeping this clean. And they have clean toilets. You know, there's spider webs in the ceiling, but they're not going to get up there and clean the ceiling for you. It's not Disney World. But the toilets are clean. Everything's clean. So if there's any other questions you have, please leave them in the comments below. And we answer pretty much every comment that we get. So we'll get back to you. Real quick, I want to hop in here and let you know something. Down there at the base, right? So like right across from where you check in, they've got like this whole shop. And I mean, I'm not spending money in there. Hopefully my wife's not over there spending money. I mean, unless that's what she wants to do, whatever. But they have ice cream cones there. They have hamburgers. They have camping supplies. They have everything that you need. They've got everything that you need. Ice cream cones are like $5 a piece. So it is what it is. But if you are wanting an ice cream cone, vanilla chocolate swirl soft serve, and you're craving it, I mean, go get you one. $5. I mean, that is a terrible price, but I don't know. I'm not rich, but sometimes money's money, and you spend $8 on your caramel mocha latte, almond soy milk, whatever you drink at Starbucks. So they got ice cream here in the middle of the Smoky Mountains, and that's right down there. You can get things for your camp. You can get lighter fluid. You can get lighters. You can get fire starters. You can get food. You can get drinks. They got all kinds of drinks in there. Everything you need to improve your tent site, or if you're just getting like a craving for candy or chips or whatever, you can go right down there. It's 30 seconds. It's down there. You'd never know it was down there. Also, right in Townsend is an Ace hardware store, an awesome coffee shop next to Riverstone. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner place over there. There's a fly fishing shop down there as well. But that Ace has everything you need as well to improve your campsite or to fix anything you have. Anyways, what's up, buddy? Anyways, now I'm going to sign off. I hope that helps. This is a great place with a great location and has everything you need within a very short distance. Gas, literally everything, ice, firewood, whatever. So come check it out.